Welcome to 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Chapter 4, Footprints on the Roof. Episode 39.
Woof prints.
And I need to consult with our note taker a moment because I'm afraid to open this. I don't remember what day it is. Did we transition into Sunday?
Today's still Monday because we're playing Pathfinder.
We are in a new day. A note taker just didn't do the notes or update the map. So we're in Sunday the 17th.
And then so Moon Day
is the next day, the 18th. Which
the
also
20th is our
today or tomorrow is the full moon. I can't fucking tell.
we don't have any werewolves here as far as we know.
Thank God. Somewhere in another universe, Billy is itchy.
But we do have a festival coming up, or a holy day coming up on whatever Wednesday is, because I don't have the calendar in front of me. I've got to fix that at some point.
It is going to be on Oath Day, which is
the 20th.
Which is 4 days from now, a Sunrot Festival.
And this is a festival that would be a pretty big deal at the Sandpoint Cathedral and for Father Xantus and Lumi, because it is a celebration of Desna that happens twice a year during the solstice. And the summer solstice is coming up. But at any rate, it's been a couple days since the tragic events. Well, not tragic, I guess. I mean, the only people that died were the cultists that were trying to kidnap your kids.
Yeah. Fuck.
I got it wrong. Because I'm an idiot. It's the Ritual of Stardust. And I'm just going to go ahead right now and delete this Sarin Ray fucking thing off of here so I stop seeing it.
Good idea.
So yeah, we've got that festival coming up. It's been a couple days since the incident at the White Deer. I believe Kaeryn and Millie had decided to keep the White Deer closed for a day or two. And on Star Day, a couple of you made some big sales or purchases. Most notably, you sold the Rip Nuggets armor to Savra at Savra's Armory, and managed to haggle your way to 1,000 gold for that deal. You had some good food at the Rusty Dragon, some food and drinks. Folks, we've got an expanded menu for all of our restaurants. So
it's making me hungry.
And I made sure to give you all access in your new Sandpoint guide to all of the menus, so you can decide where you want to eat and what you want to experience.
Oh gosh, I want to go to 2 nights. Guys, you want to go to 2 nights?
Because you'll notice that a lot of the taverns and tap rooms and inns and whatnot have different vibes as well. You guys frequent the White Deer and the Rusty Dragon, and a couple of you have been to 1 or 2 of the other places. But as I said, from a sort of meta point of view, I'm doing everything I can as a DM to encourage you to get to know the people in your town and get to know your town, since this is the sort of a home base game. You guys aren't traveling far and abroad. So you can even think about renting or buying property if you want. Some of you that are staying at a flop house for a year.
It has been 6 months. Thank you very much.
6 months, a year, 5 years.
I'm welcomed.
But
Sometimes you want to go where everyone knows your name.
All of that to say, I mean, you've gotten some information. You've delved into the pit a bit. and you've encountered some more Thessalonian things, a powerful Thessalonian artifact that Lumi now wields, a Starblade called Monarch, that is a Desna blessed weapon. You've encountered some strange entities. You've, at least for now, allied with Menargle, one of the goblin folk, after you killed Rip Nugget and Gerlach, I want to say. Something like that. But you haven't made a plan yet for when you're going to dive back in to the pit. And you're also, while enjoying your weekend, relaxing, and doing whatever it is you plan to do, you've also learned a little bit about, some of you through various things, that there is a bit of a criminal enterprise afoot to achieve a long lost artifact deep from the pit. Some of you have learned that, to no one's surprise, Titus Scarnetti is is pulling some strings from behind the scenes that seem to be primarily attached to Sheriff Baylor Hemlock. Word on the street is that they are trying to edge Mayor Kendra Deverin out of being the mayor to replace her with Sheriff Baylor Hemlock.
Typical.
Meanwhile, you all are working on your own individual motivations as well. So I would like to start with Lumi, since you were not here last week. Kind of catch up with what you've been doing. What did you do yesterday, Star Day, and what are you doing with your Sunday? It was, I'll preface this by saying that it was established amongst your party members that you all have a sort of standing plan to meet up around dinner time most days. But you guys can adjust that however you want. Vi, what has Lumi been up to?
Lumi made a little trek down to the armory, Sava's Armory, I believe it's called, because there's a certain things that she wants to commission with some of her coin. That's what. And she headed to the armor smith that's in town.
Okay. So when you walk into
this is a place that Lumi's rarely ever gone to. The only time that Lumi's been here was on 2 occasions. The first one was a few years ago when her and Father Xantus went down, and Father Xantus helped her get like a bit of leather armor for herself, and pick out a crossbow, and pick out some weaponry, because Lumi was going to go on the road to Magnamar all by herself.
Oh.
And this is one of her first days as an adventurer. Father Xantus helped her get her equipment as a budding little first level hero. And then the second time was after a very, very fateful encounter with 4 of us, when Lumi had a near-death experience at the hands of some zombies. Her gear was ripped and one of her weapons was broken, and she came back here to get it retailored, refitted, and to get a replacement weapon. And every single time that she's been here, her voice is always caught in her throat, because the individual who runs this place intimidates her oh so much. But she's built up a lot of courage, and she's come once more.
So as you enter the shop, Sava is jeez.
Flexing. She's just flexing.
No, she's sorry. She's working on something at a workbench beyond where these various display things are, with all different types of weapons, and shields, ammunition, runes, all that kind of stuff. But she is working at a bench that's sort of behind the counter, but not in the back room, where sometimes, so that she can mind the counter, she still kind of works on stuff. And you can see, and I think, Lumi, you would recognize it as the armor that had belonged to Rip Nugget, that your party had claimed as loot, which was sold to Sava yesterday. Sava has this sort of sitting on a some kind of a mount, where she's kind of digging at. She's got a chisel and she's got some of her etching tools, and right now she has a wire brush as you walk in, and you can see that she's feverishly scrubbing with this wire brush. And just as you walk in, it's just as she sort of Desna's tits, and she throws the wire brush down and turns around, and she sees you standing there, and she goes, sorry, my apologies. This was clean yesterday. I woke up this morning and it's got some of this grime coming in under the plates. It's just frustrating. It doesn't want to come off. Anyway, how are you doing? What can I do for you?
And she's kind of just standing there.
As she walks forward to you, Lumi, she's her hair, which is sort of kind of I very much picture, the actress's name is escaping me right now, but Zoe from Firefly is kind of who I picture Sava to be. And she's got this sort of naturally wavy black hair, and it's kind of pulled back, but some of it is fallen out. She's got a little perspiration on her forehead and her arms from working. And as she steps forward and leans her arms on the counter, I think we also established that she was a sleeves are bullshit kind of person. And she just kind of squeezes the last of her frustration by squeezing the edge of the counter, making her muscles ripple as a big long piece of hair just sort of falls down in front as she looks at you and just kind of, what can I do for you? Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
And she'll simply gulp out a hi. And she's going to continue to stammer a little bit, kind of like looking up, because I imagine like Sava is like quite a tall woman, and Lumi's just like looking directly up and just kind of gulp a little bit.
Tall,
Hi.
dark-skinned, muscular arms. That's how she was described.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will happily help you with whatever you need, but you've got to tell me what it is first. She tucks the loose hair kind of behind her ear.
I'm so sorry. Well, I need something that can. I needed to help me with. Whew, it's quite warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. She actually walks over to towards where the front of the shop is, where there's a not the main windows, but there's a like a large transom kind of window, and she grabs a pole and kind of reaches up and flips the hook and pushes the window so that it opens up and lets a little bit of a breeze in, and comes back over and says, well, if you know what you want, I can maybe help you out. Otherwise, I'm gonna get back to work here.
Yeah, no, I need your help. I need your hands. I need your hand.
This is adorable. This is adorable. More of this.
Well.
More of this.
So I'm sorry. I didn't mean like that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I've been taking a lot of like poundings lately. Shit. Fuck. And I meant like from enemies, like from my foes, and I need you to help me put some runes on my armor to help defend me when.
There it is.
Yeah.
Runes.
Oh, by the gods.
So, what are you looking for? Resilience, armor potency?
Potency, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I've got the formulas. I can etch armor potency runes in without much effort. They're 160 gold.
Mm-hmm.
How many are you? Just one for your armor?
Just the one rune.
Just the one for your
my
armor.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to leave it with me.
And she looks
just
down,
until the end of the day.
She's wearing it. She's wearing it right now. Oh, I thought that. Oh yeah. I'll leave it here. I think then.
Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
You use a crossbow, right? Any?
Sometimes, but.
Any? How are you doing on bolts?
Well, I will say that your crossbow that you sold me and that you made for me is so good that I haven't had to use many bolts for it. That's how good it is. So I'm still good, thanks.
Okay, I'm not quite sure that's how a crossbow works, but if you don't need bolts, that's fine.
Because it doesn't miss as much or something.
Well, I've been hearing that you and that band of adventurers you're with have been dipping your toes into the pit up on Devil's Platter. If you're looking for something with a little more punch, I might have, if you've got the coin, I might have some things that could help you out. And she kind of walks over, just sort of trailing her hand across the counter as she heads towards the case that has the locks on it and has the really good stuff in it.
And I think that Lumi's looking at that hand and that forearm a lot, and then she realizes that she like hasn't unclasped her armor. Like she's kind of just been fiddling out this whole time. And she, let me just, and then unclasps parts of it and begins to like take off like the gambeson that she wears. what kind of punch are you? What? How would you punch us? Sorry.
I have a number of additional runes available. Striking runes, potency runes. These are magical runes, of course. +1. You don't use a shield, so you wouldn't need a shield rune. If you like setting things on fire, do you have a couple of flaming runes?
That so I actually maybe you can take a look at this. And she will unclasp Monarch from her bandolier, and she's gonna like present it. Like she's still like half taken off her armor at this point. And I was looking at this, and I don't know if anyone can even put runes on this.
She is like, she lets out, she takes in a deep intake of breath and then lets out her breath in a low whistle. And before she even takes it from you, she reaches behind the counter and pulls out a soft leather mat that she unrolls and lays across the top of the display case, and then takes it from you and gently lays it down as she starts looking over it. This... Oh, I love the butterflies etched into the blades. This leather on the handles in pristine condition. This has a... It does have a +1 striking rune and a returning rune. Where did you get this?
I found it in the pit, and there was this pond, and in the pond was a ghost, and the ghost was inside a skeleton. The skeleton, the ghost was an old champion of Desna, and when I went,
and the green grass grows all around, and the green.
And then the ghost talked to me, and Desna chose me and said that I could have Monarch, and then I got Monarch, and then that's the name of the star knife, by the way. And well, in my hands, it attenuated with me, and I don't know.
So, wow.
And I think it's too small for me to hold, but people are telling me that I'm nice and big and strong because I have this.
It is a very impressive weapon from being used or wielded by a very impressive person. But there's nothing more I can do to this. This, I don't know this thing's...
You knew who wielded this before me?
Well, I don't know where it comes from.
Oh. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I don't know who made it, but what I do know is this type of craftsmanship is...
It's gotta be so old, right? And yet it's like unblemished.
It's untouched by time. It is a unique item or an artifact of some kind, and it's beyond my ability to... And even if I was a legendary master armorer. I don't think anybody can alter the runes or add to the runes on an artifact like this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think I'll be needing any weapon runes for the time being. But my companions might, and then if they do, I'll send them your way, and then you can, yeah.
Yeah, by all means. I mean, the big town guard you've been palling around with lately, I bought the armor off of him. It was you, Baron, wasn't it? Icselo that sold that? Make sure I wasn't wrong.
I was also there.
Bought the,
And such a good job you did.
Thanks!
bought the armor off of him, and so yeah, if any of your friends are looking for anything, I've got all the usual stuff, and I can etch, the usual runes, any of these special runes, and I've got a handful of specialty items here. She indicates a pair of gauntlets. There's a set of faintly glowing, maybe less glowing, more so that it's just the light seems to bloom extra off of it. A set of armor.
Those gauntlets look really unwieldy for me. I like to use my hands.
Yeah. Well, and she kind of reaches to take the armor from you.
Oh,
if you come back this afternoon.
Still need my greaves. Oh god. And she'll take the last of it off, and she's kind of in this not in her small clothes necessarily, like on another layer above that, but definitely like an underclothing. And then she'll fumble for her coin purse, and she'll count out the coins that she isn't handing over for this, because that's easier than counting out the coins that she is, and we'll place a little pouch of gold.
All right, she will take your 160 gold, I think is what I said. Yeah. 161 gold, and you can pick up your armor in the afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Sava.
Thank you. Thank you, Sava.
You're more than welcome, Lumi. I'll see you this afternoon.
And I'll see you if I don't see you first. And
Jesus Christ.
As if I don't see you first.
You too. Fuck. Shit. The best, dude. I love it so much. Well crafted.
And she will eep and skedaddle out the door. And then she'll be over in in an alleyway corner. She'll sit down on some crate, and she'll have her hands in her head and go, fuck, shit, poop, Desna, As she realizes that she fucked that all up.
Okay.
And that is what Lumi did this afternoon. That was 161, you said?
160 gold.
Ah, cool.
Millie, what are you up to this Sunday?
I think Millie and Natalin, were you coming with me? I don't remember what we were doing.
I was helping Bethana in the Rusty Dragon getting prepared for the festival.
Oh, okay then. Well, Millie's all alone then, by herself. And she was just going to go to try to sell a couple of scrolls to to Six.
Oh,
I guess. Normally she would have gone to the Curious Goblin, but now that Six is here, she will
He's
make
so cool.
excuses to go see him.
he's such a cool dude.
He's so fun.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you head over to the Cat's Meow, and you see where on the front window where it says the Cat's Meow, proprietor 6 days into summer, new words have been painted below that say curiosities galore.
Oh, fancy.
As you enter the shop, the bell above the door doesn't just ding-a-ling-a-ling. Instead, you get this sort of ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, ding-ding-ding-ding. It's like just a little bit of a chime. It's still bells, but no matter how many times you hit it, they play about 8 to 10 notes of a song, and each time you hit it, they continue where they left off. So it's always different.
Oh my god. That's pretty cool.
As you walk into the shop,
Oh, well, isn't that a little treat?
you notice that this shop is now less chaotic. It still has that flair of things mixed and matched, but there seems to almost be a bit more thought put into it. There's all of the items that, while they don't seem like they belong together, they are complementary to one another, either in color or shape or whatever it may be. And you see that a large portion of one section of the shop is there's a wooden sign hanging between two shelves that just says curiosities, and it's all painted in this brilliant blue script, and then outlined in gold, but not like rich gold, but more like a yellow gold, like a yellow gold. There's another section that says toys and gadgets. You see up near the counter, behind glass are several brilliantly colored bottles of potions, as well as stacked scrolls bound in different color waxes and ribbons. There's a whole section where you see seemingly mundane items like ropes and bedrolls, lanterns, backpacks, crowbars, and so forth. And that section says mostly mundane adventuring gear. And in the middle of the shop, where there was not anything before, so kind of picture it as you step in and are looking around, all of these shelves kind of go out in an array. They don't go in a neat, like this way or perpendicular. They go out in an array, and there's this sort of half circle from where you entered, and in the middle of that is this ornate looking deep mahogany cabinet that's about 4 foot tall. It sits on these like 6 or 8 inch legs, and the whole thing has this sort of curviness to it that it almost it's been crafted in such a way that it looks like it's being twisted in the wind or something. And there's a sign that sits above it that says, "Try your luck with the Cabinet of Curiosities." And below that is a neatly hand lettered price sign that says 250 gold. And that's when you hear, Millie, my dear. It is such a wonderful way to start my morning to see you here today.
Oh my, Six. You did all of this in one day?
Let's just say that I am more of a night person, eh?
I suppose so.
You know how it is. I go to bed and I wake up somewhere between, I don't know, usually between 2 and 5 in the morning, and I just gotta go.
Well, I don't exactly know what that's like, but I was gonna say, I feel like I was just here, but this feels brand new now.
It's much better organized, I think. And I got a lot more of my stock unpacked.
What is going on with this cabinet? What do you mean, try your luck?
I acquired this cabinet when I was in Absalom, back when I was an adventurer. It is a very curious cabinet indeed, you see. Only one person may ever once open the cabinet. It will never open for that person again. A single item will appear in the cabinet when you open it. The value and the properties of whatever it is, it's completely rapid. They're completely random. There's no idea what is going to happen. And I must say, even for friends, there's no returns, refunds, or replacements. But for $250, dollars is what we use in Absalom.
The United States invaded Sandpoint. It happened. Shit.
For 250 gold, I mean, it can seem like a steep price, but the kinds of things that come out of this, you never know.
Well, I've got to say, my curiosity is definitely piqued. Unfortunately, it's still a little rich for my blood.
Well, depending on how much gold you're willing to be parted from, I do have, or not everybody I tell about this, I do have a secret stash of some items that I keep out from in front of everybody. And you don't have to necessarily pay 250 gold for a chance to see what that may be, but unless, of course, it costs 250 gold or more, then, of course, you'd have to pay that price. But not everything is super pricey like that.
Well, I'll tell you, Six. What is it? And Millie's kind of been looking around. She's like, is anybody else in the shop right now?
Sadly, it is just you and I. It is still early in the morning, and I think the Sandpoint is still warming up to the idea of the fact that I replaced the feathered serpent.
Well, that could be. The town does take a little time to warm up to some change from what I've seen. But I'll tell you, Six, the reason that I'm back so quickly is because I've conferred with my party, and there are a couple of items that I was hoping we could maybe make a deal on. And also we actually made a pretty good deal on one of the pieces that we found of the armor variety. So I do have a little bit of gold burning a hole in my pocket.
That is wonderful to hear.
But not that much gold, mister.
Mister?
Listen, we are friends. We are fast friends, are we not?
Oh, of course.
And of course I will give you the friends and family discount.
Oh.
But I am curious to know in your... She winks, like, very exaggerated. Stash. Do you have any kinds of items that might help with helping my group? Those... those young folk, they just run into danger lickety-split and get themselves hurt.
Well,
I just feel like there's not much I can do about it. I patch them up the best I can afterwards.
are you looking for items that will enhance you and your friend's ability to fare well in a fight on the offensive or the defensive manner? Or perhaps you're looking for something to assist you in the cleanup after they've already taken a few of these scrapes and bruises and whatnot?
Oh, probably a little bit of that, as well as I'm just trying to keep them safe, Six. There's only so much I can do.
Well, let me see. And he starts moving across, kind of looking at some of the various items that he has. He reaches behind the counter, and the first thing he pulls up is a vest that looks like it has been covered in mirrored rhinestones.
Ooh.
And he says, I do have this mirror plate vest. It is a +1 resilient armor that will provide extra protection against 1 attack per day. No, I can tell that's not what you're looking for. Do you have I mean, this may come across as sounding kind of rude, but understanding the people that I call some of my best friends, do you have any of the how would you say it, the sneaky bastards in your group?
Jesus.
You suddenly muted.
I'm suddenly muted. I know what you mean.
So you do have sneaky bastards.
A little bit of that variety, sure.
Well, I mean this in the best possible way. I have let's see. I have this dagger. This dagger was one of my own personal daggers when I was an adventurer. In fact, this is called Six's Silent Promise.
Cool.
This dagger is a +1 striking dagger. And on a successful sneak attack, it causes the target to bleed persistently. You see, look at the shape of the blade. It opens up the wound in such a way that allows the blood to flow more freely.
Oh, that looks violent.
Oh,
my.
it is very violent.
Just out of curiosity, how much does something like that go for? Especially if it was your personal weapon.
This one in particular is 220 gold pieces, but I would let it go for 200.
Well, I would need to consult to see if that's something, if that's something one of my party members would be interested in. Well,
Let me tell you this. If you can tell me a better idea of the types of things you are looking for, I have friends everywhere, and I can acquire almost anything. So if I don't have it, you can be assured that I will do my best to get a hold of it.
well, what would be great is if you had something that could clone Father Xanthus and allow us to put him in our pocket and take him with us everywhere we go.
Pocket Zaddy.
Hmm.
God, stop.
We have to go to the toy store.
If
He's like a nano pet.
he, as you say this kind of half jokingly, with a swirl of his cloak, he moves quickly to behind the counter where all the potions are, reaches in, and he pulls out this very small vial that has a platinum cap on it, and it has a iridescent blue liquid in it. He says, well, I do have this potion of miniaturization, but of course you'd have to either convince him to drink it, or you would have to slip it into a drink of his, and then I mean, then there's the matter of figuring out how he's going to behave once he finds out he's stuffed in your pocket in a dungeon somewhere, and it only lasts about 4 to 6 hours, and you certainly don't want him in your pocket when it expires, if you know what I'm saying, but...
While I appreciate the thought, I've got a very good idea that Father Xanthus would not go for that idea at all. So, I guess for now, I will say we did discuss earlier, yesterday, feels like forever ago, we did discuss yesterday that I was interested in a specific type of hat. Well, now that I do have the funds for that, do please let me know if that comes in.
Remind me, the DM, what the hat was.
Mage's hat, I think is what it was called. It's the silly little hat that gives me a cantrip and some kind of little bonus.
I love it. Hey, well,
Okay.
6 sees if he has that hat. Why don't you check us out on redbubble.com. At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of things like hats and shirts and hoodies and all kinds of stuff with our logos on it. You can get logos for our cool Kids on Bikes game or any of your fantasy games. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping. So check them out today, redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain.
I would like you to roll me...
He didn't have it yesterday.
I know he
so-
didn't.
Okay.
I would like you to roll me a D100. And I'm going to roll a D100.
Oh, okie dokie.
Now, yesterday,
Where's my roller?
in the D&D game I was playing offline, we had 3 instances of doing these D100 rolls. And in 3 instances, the player and I both rolled within 1% of each other.
You said a D100?
Did.
All right, 78.
Oops. That's the wrong button. $67.
Sorry.
I hope you're slightly disappointed in yourself for that.
I'm ashamed.
6-7. 6-7. Let him cook.
6 says, absolutely, I have not forgotten that you wanted a mage's hat you are looking for. And I'm doing what I can to get a hold of this. And you see that as he's talking, he reaches over with one hand while still talking and maintaining your attention. He reaches over with one hand and grabs a quill and writes on a he's got a small stack of parchment, like a scratch pad, and he just writes Millie, mage's hat, and then underlines it twice.
Before gore.
And, oh, why, thank you for that, 6. And I've also got these items that I was wondering if you'd be interested in them. And she reaches into her bag and pulls out 2 scrolls, a scroll of clairaudience and a scroll of mind reading, and a leather pouch with some crystal game pieces in it. Previously valued by Jake at 35 gold.
Okay. What were the spells again?
Clairaudience and mind reading. These are level 5 items, rank 2 or 3, I think. Rank 2 spells.
Yeah, spell 3.
Okay, rank 3. So, yeah, so 30 gold-ish. It ain't no Rip Nuggets armor, but it's something.
No, he looks over them, and he looks.
This is the music playing in Six's shop, by the way, all the time.
Yeah. He looks at the scrolls almost just to quickly verify that the magic's intact. But it's the crystal chest set that he's really intrigued by. And he kind of is muttering to himself as he looks at it and says, Yes, I do see some... perhaps they could be enchanted to move of their own accord, or maybe they could be enchanted to listen to the secrets that are told over the table, and then later they could whisper those secrets back to somebody. Yes. Okay. I will give you 15 gold for each of these spell scrolls. And I will give you 25 gold for this okay chess set.
I mean, I think that sounds perfectly fair, Six. Thank you. This, it's a wonder that this chess set survived. It was, one of the first items we've recovered from the pit.
Oh, really? So, add a bit to its provenance. Perhaps you already know some secrets. Yes, I will give you 25 for this, 30 total for the 2 scrolls, so 55 gold pieces. And he reaches down below the counter, and he grabs a box, opens it up, and pulls out some coins, and then holds one hand and just lets a whole bunch of coins go, kind of like a shuffle of cards, and he goes bling, bling, and then takes that stack, sets it down in front of you, and there's 55 gold coins there for you. And he goes, I'll tell you what, why don't you take this one too? Just on the house. And he reaches out and he pulls a coin that looks to be made of platinum. And
Ooh.
he holds it up before you, and then kind of goes like this, and then holds his hand out and drops the coin into your hand. And when you open your hand, the coin is not there.
What?
But you feel that there's suddenly a little bit of a weight behind your ear. And if you reach it,
What just happened?
if you reach
Where
up
did
and
it
feel
go?
it, you will find the coin behind your own ear.
Oh, Six, you scam.
This is it's a novelty coin, is all. It's called a blink coin.
What?
You can simply make it vanish and reappear behind somebody's ear.
I know several little children who are going to get such a kick out of this.
Yes, I find these to be quite fun. And if you have enough of these and you're quick, you can make a deal. Pay for a purchase with some of these blink coins. But I would suggest you get out of there very quick. Turns out, members of a tyrant's crime syndicate don't take too kindly when the money you hand them to pay off your debts suddenly vanishes.
Oh, I would imagine not. Oh, well, thank you so much for another lovely time, Six.
You come by any time. Tell your friends to come by.
Oh, I shall. And
Tell them that the
next
heavier their
time-
coin purse is, the happier I will be to see them.
Oh, I'm sure that goes without saying. But I haven't forgotten that we are going to be on the lookout for the clockwork doohickeys that you
Yes.
were so interested in.
I will, of course, pay handsomely for any of those pieces you can find.
Okay,
All right.
until next time, bye, Millie.
Whoops. That's not
goes
what I meant to do.
So split up the 55 gold, y'all.
Wait, that is what I meant to do.
Yay. 55. That's 11 for everybody. Thank you.
I did mean to do that. I just undid it. Icselo.
The music's so
Wacky.
jaunty.
I know. You've just
I
gotten
figure
a
we
deal.
needed some more. We need some upbeat music for
Yeah.
for 6.
How appropriate.
For next. Nope. Next up is Icselo.
Today is Sunday. Did we sell the weapons and or the armor this morning? Or was that yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Is the city clerk's office open on Sunday?
A lot of the normal
Do they
like-
subscribe to a 5-day work week here in Sandpoint?
they don't really have a traditional like 40-hour work week or anything like that.
Next
What
level.
you find is that the
I could probably go find them.
well, actually, Shayless Vinder is the county clerk, the town clerk, and they tend to work almost every day. They are in the office. There's a few government officials that or council members that will come in on the weekends, but the majority of the town's business, the municipal business, is done during the regular week. But yeah, it's open. There's folk there.
Well, I am going to inquire about realtors available in my area.
Yeah. I'm gonna get on Zillow.
Yeah, Sandpoint Zillow.
Yeah, so you head to the town hall, and the building is right across the street from the Sandpoint Garrison. And as you enter, there's the administrative offices, and at first, as you walk in, the front door is open. You walk in and you don't see anybody there. Shayless's office is near the front. But as the door closes behind you, and it sort of does this thing where it mostly closes by itself, and then a change in the air pressure from a door being open somewhere inside or whatever causes the door to suddenly pull shut just a little bit stronger. Which kind of echoes a little bit in this now mostly quiet place on Sunday. And you hear from a back room, "Hello? Is someone there?"
It's me, Icselo Tomasa.
"Oh, Icselo, I'll be right there." and you hear the sound of some kind of file cabinets or something being closed, a jangling of keys, and then Shayless Vinder walks in. They are a probably about 5'8" redhead. Tend to wear more vibrantly colored tunics or robes or whatever they choose to wear. Today they are wearing a brilliant sort of the word is escaping me, the color of blue, but it's a brilliant blue that complements the red hair. And
it's not just blue, it's cerulean.
They walk in and say, oh, so Icselo, are you here in an official capacity on a Sunday?
Non-official. Well, truth be told, I'm tired of sleeping in the barracks, and I thought I might inquire about property available in town.
Oh. Looking to rent a place or buy a place?
Rent is probably more affordable at the time.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you're willing to extend a line of credit.
Well, as you know, I do also serve as the bank manager for the Sandpoint Bank, which is here in the town hall. You would know this. That Sandpoint Town Hall also serves as a bank. Depending on how much you're going to end up looking for, there's potential. Of course, you could always see Maver Cass get rings and things. Always willing to discreetly lend some money. Although their interest rates probably aren't as good as what you'd get here.
Well, to be fair, I'm looking for something specific.
Okay,
and more or less, which would lead me to believe I need to be in touch with a realtor. As, of course, it would need to suit both Lyra and my needs, but also perhaps a business venture, something within those regulations.
See, now you're talking my language a little bit more. Well, I won't be able to help you with the actually finding and securing of a property. That's what the realtor will do. It is I who will handle any licenses for businesses you might operate within Sandpoint. Are you looking to set up some sort of competition for Alma at Sandpoint Savories? And they kind of give you this wry smile.
No. I probably could get that taken care of today. A doing business as license, if you will.
Are you going to tell me what kind of business you're going to...
Private investigation.
Dude, until this moment, I thought maybe you were joking. I'm so proud of you, Baron.
I would like you...
Incredible, dude.
I would like you to make a... Make a perception check.
$26.
Okay, that is... let me see, that would be... Oh, this information is arranged in a weird way. Where is what I'm looking for?
Typically, while Jake is looking for something, I would do an ad for redbubble.com, but I'm contractually obligated to only do one per show. So.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So sorry, you got a 26, you said?
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be a regular success. So you notice when you say private investigator, you catch a little bit of a micro expression across Shayla's face as they kind of for a moment seem almost concerned, then curious, and then you do catch an eyebrow kind of go up, and you catch just the almost imperceptible nod of appreciation. Like they were trying to mask these reaction to what you said, but seem to approve of your choice.
Now, Shayla, as you can imagine, given my position in the town guard, it might be seen as a conflict of interest, me getting this license. So I would really appreciate some discretion, at least until the time is right.
Discretion will not be a problem. I will process and file these documents myself. There is a 1 gold processing fee.
But of course.
And as for the realtors, there are 2, well, technically 3, here in town, and I will reach out to them and let them know that you are interested, and they will contact you.
Perfect.
I can tell you that you will, just to give you a little fair warning, one of them is a rather unassuming halfling man named Perrin Thistlefound.
Cool.
Don't be put off by his demeanor immediately. He will do his best to get you a fair deal. The next, well, they come as a pair, match set, if you will. Maribel and Seraphine Vale. They are, and Shayla takes a deep sigh, a deep breath and sort of sighs. They are styling themselves as the Property Sisters.
Oh my god. Fucking A. That's great.
And trust me, you will know them when you see them.
Perfect.
All right. Well, is there anything else that I can help you with?
I don't think so. But if you need anything looked into...
Yes, a discreet private investigator.
I'm sure you could think of something.
Perhaps. Perhaps I'll take you up on that. When you see that eyebrow go up ever so slightly,
Icselo
and you get
favors all over town.
you get that look that Shayla is. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Almost like calculating. Like, this is a beneficial piece of information to know, and this should be read by you as Shayless is coming across as an ally. There shouldn't be anything nefarious coming across here. The read here is that you've made a positive connection in Shayless, perhaps more so than you know.
Cool.
Leaving here, I don't really have anything else to do. I may go talk to my friend in the guard. Ember, maybe?
Ooh, Ember's cool. Go talk to Ember.
I think it was Ember.
Yeah, didn't you give her some licorice last time you saw her?
Something like that.
Sill Ember.
Yeah.
And that's not a euphemism for anything.
I gave it the licorice. Oh, yeah.
Didn't.
Favors all over town.
Give her the old Twizzler.
Gave her the old red vine.
That somehow
What I
just
said.
sounded so much worse.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would go talk to Sill Ember.
Ember would be off duty.
Yeah, if it's midday, we should both be off.
Which means Ember is probably at one of the taverns.
Ooh.
Cool.
Where am I going?
2 nights. 2 nights.
Where's the drop?
I don't know. I guess since you're the one that's the member of the guard, and you and Ember were on duty on night shift. Wait, you were on swing shift, weren't you?
Yeah, mostly nights, but I'm swing.
You tell me what would be a place that you and Ember probably frequented.
Which tavern is closest to the barracks? That's probably what it would be. Actually, I don't think we would meet there. Which tavern is furthest from the barracks?
Well, that's going to be tricky because
There's probably quite a few.
the feed bag is probably one of the ones that's further away. But that's also sort of a known dive bar and crime hangout, like thugs and...
2 Nights Brewery.
Yeah,
2
we're gonna go
nights,
to
I was
that's
gonna
what
say,
I-
two nights is on the far side of town.
We're gonna go 2 nights.
2 nights is over near the Rusty Dragon. So yeah, you head over to 2 nights, and at 2 nights, yeah, when you walk in, you see it's late morning, probably, getting to be around the noon hour. You see there's a few people in here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you just did a little buzz, but
I
it's all
just-
good now.
You did a little stutter, but you're good now.
The gods of the internet are with us.
I just
Praise
got
be.
a low internet connection warning on Zoom,
You should be good now.
but I don't see anything
I think
else.
the
So I'm
stream's
just
fine.
seeing if I need to close a couple things. Okay. Yeah, there's a few people in here. And I think you see probably at a usual table in the brewery is Sill Ember. One second. I have a million tabs on this spreadsheet. Sill Ember. Sill Ember is sitting by herself with a big bowl of with a big bowl of brewer stew, which is, you would know, is one of her favorites. It's a simple, very filling stew of beef scraps, barley, onion, and herbs that is simmered in one of the house ales, which is why it pairs so lovely with so many of the wonderful beverages here. And I think there's... As you walk in and approach Sill Ember, you do see that there is a big mug of in fact, there's probably a pitcher on the table, and a mug. And as you approach, before she clocks you walking through up to her, you see her raising not a beer mug, but a flute with a mimosa in it. And when you get within about 10 feet, you see her, as she's tipping this flute back, just kind of go... Busted. You have never seen Sill Ember drink a mimosa before in your life.
Didn't know you were one for cocktails. Gavin's the bartender?
Yes, Gavin Deverin.
Gavin, 2 more mimosas.
Yes. Yes.
And some more stew.
Alrighty then. And we'll set about getting these items. Let's see. I mean, all of these together are between the stew and mimosas and everything, depending on how much you eat and drink here, you're only going to get set back about 2 gold pieces in total, if that.
Oh, we'll be doing. We won't be tying one on. We're gonna hang out.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a few moments, Gavin returns with the mimosas, a big bowl of brewer stew, and sets down a second beer mug. As he does so, Sill Ember will pour from the pitcher, which is Wind and Wolf, a farmhouse ale,
Cool.
which is a very light yellow. It's a local favorite because it's brewed with the Tarandarok River water, filtered, of course. Not very hard hitting, good breakfast beer, or lunch beer, or afternoon drinking beer, or nighttime beer, or hair of the dog. It's just a good all around ale.
Any time of day.
Yeah.
Before Gavin walks away, let me get one of the Applejack Reserve as well.
All right. Applejack Reserved is a aged apple spirit, a strong cider distilled and barrel aged, blending apple sweetness with a warm bite. We'll bring you a shot of that.
I take the shot, drop it into the Wolf and Wind, and take it like an Irish car bomb.
Alrighty then.
And then I'll go to mimosas.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Now, I know there's a... what is it? whiskey before beer, have no fear. Beer before whiskey, awful risky.
Liquor.
Or-
Oh, I've heard liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
But is there anything about liquor and beer before mimosas?
My God, I don't know. I think that's when you summon the devil.
I think when you do that, and then switch over to the mimosa, at this point, Ember is, takes a few spoonfuls of stew and then says, "So, to what do I owe the off-duty drinking and eating companion unannounced?"
Have you ever thought about what you're going to do for the rest of your life? You're going to work the guard for the next 20 years? Ember is younger than I am, so this is from someone who's very jaded.
I think, as you say that, Ember, just kind of looks at you and just goes, "By Gazra, so early in the morning."
It's noon. You've been up.
That's some pretty heavy shit to lay on somebody when you just sat down. What have I thought about what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna finish this pitcher in this stew, and then was thinking I was gonna do some fishing.
Between me and you, I think Baylor's running for mayor.
You've heard the rumors too.
From reliable sources. And I just gotta be honest, I don't think I want to be in the guard when all this starts to go down.
An exit plan. Good to have. You getting out of town? Or are you planning to stick around with this group of folks that Hemlock's had you babysitting? You seem awful chummy with them.
Well, to be honest, there might be some money in that pit.
Figuratively speaking, or actual literal coin?
We sold a piece of armor we pulled out of there for like 1,000 gold pieces.
You sold armor you found in the pit for 1,000 gold pieces, and you're sitting here eating brewer's brown and mimosas?
I don't necessarily want to get too ahead of myself. But I'm probably going back in there.
And you want
Maybe.
to leave your 1,000 gold to your good friend Silember in case you don't return.
I need to make sure someone can cover my back when I go do this.
You're not asking me to go in the pit with you, are you?
God, no. Wouldn't ask you that. Don't really want to go myself. But there may be some things I need help getting done back here in town. I'm tired of sleeping in the barracks still. I'm tired of my daughter not having a room to call her own when she stays with me. And let me tell you, it's been a while since she's been able to.
Okay. Are you offering me a job as a nanny? I'm not sure where you're going with this, Icselo.
Yes.
I'm going to start a business.
Okay.
And a person like you with connections you have would be invaluable to said business, which currently is a conflict of interest given our profession, which I'm meaning to leave.
Okay, say more.
I have lived here my whole life. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people need a lot of things. And maybe we just do it on our own schedule instead of waiting for Balar to tell her where we're posted. Actually help the people.
Okay. So what are you wanting? What are you wanting?
I don't want anything from you. This isn't a transaction. This is me relaying my plan to you because I anticipate that maybe you could be interested.
That's why I'm asking the questions, Icselo. I'm interested. I want to know what the hell you're talking about. Lay it out plain on the table. It's just the two of us here.
I'm going to start a private investigation business.
Yes.
I've already looked into getting property. I've already got a license.
You see that she kind of looks outside, kind of towards the window, looking at, almost like trying to look down and see where the sun is. On a Sunday before noon? Damn, you are motivated.
I just had a raw epiphany of what was to come, and I really didn't like what I see.
Okay,
For once,
so
I'm tired of being underneath someone else's thumb, and maybe I can just do it for myself.
okay, so are you offering me a job, or?
When there's a job available, if you're interested.
You say the word, and I'm there.
Get a license. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the ball rolling when I come back from the pit.
I'm going back soon.
Seems that way.
So you're not quitting just yet.
No.
Okay, well, what are you going to do about when you quit the guard and you no longer have a bed in the barracks? If I quit the guard too...
Well, that's pretty much dependent on how lucrative this next adventure into a hole turns out to be. If I come back with nothing, we stay the course until I can figure something else out. I'm not out any money yet.
Well, I mean, like I said, you say the word, and I'm there. I need to pick up a room at Mvashti's place for a period of time, that's fine. But if you're looking to set up someplace to, as a base of operations, to run this, and she kind of looks around, not wanting to say it out loud, enterprise, and have a roof over our heads. I've got a couple hundred gold sacked away that I can help.
Keep it in mind.
Okay.
I have a couple other people in mind that I might get in on this on this endeavor, but I'll let you know.
Okay. A secret's safe with me. And then she tops off both of your mugs with the Wind and the Wolf, and holds the mug up and says, to whatever lies before us.
Oh,
And
She's so cool.
clinks mugs with you.
That's all.
All right.
That's all I got.
And so I think there's just sort of this general camera pulling back from the Two Nights Brewery as the two of you continue in low conversation and finishing off your stews. Natalin.
So I think we first see Natalin as she's rushing into the kitchen at the Rusty Dragon. She's like kind of rapidly trying to fix her braids. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bethana. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's so late. I'm so late. I slept in. I don't understand this. Forgive me. What do you need me to do?
Are you sure everything is all right with you, Natalin? It's not just this morning, but ever since you returned, you've seemed to be sleeping longer, and please don't take this as the wrong way, dear. For all the extra sleep you're getting, it doesn't seem to be a full beauty sleep, if you know what I mean. You don't seem as well rested as you should be. I'm not saying you're not as beautiful as ever, but you appear tired still.
I am tired, Bethana. I don't know what's going on with me. I just can't seem to sleep enough. I've missed my morning routine so many times lately, and I don't understand. But maybe I've just got too much on my mind. I don't know.
Well,
actually, Bethana, I know I promised I would help here in cooking, but there's some things I want to take care of while I'm in town. Can I run real quick and do these errands and then come back and help you this afternoon?
Of course, dear. You know that I could practically run this place in my sleep. But all of the assistance you do provide is always greatly appreciated. But you are your own woman. You are very busy these days and have much to attend to, even if I don't fully approve of everything you and your new friends get up to. And you didn't ask my opinion about the pit, so I will keep it to myself, but...
Natalin looks completely chagrined. Rightly
but yes,
so.
please do take care of whatever it is that you need to do.
I think with that, Natalin would... Like, Bethana's a smaller woman, right? So I think...
yeah, she's a halfling woman.
Natalin would bend down and give her a quick little kiss on the cheek. Thank you, Bethana. I'll be back shortly. And
she takes, as you do that, she kind of takes your hand in both of her small hands. She takes one hand, and as you rise up from kissing her on the cheek, you find a warm hand pie in your hand. That no words. She just gives you a hand pie that's got you can smell the meats and cheeses and onions in it. Just something, a little side thing from the lunch preparations, but she's not letting you leave here without eating something.
I think Natalin, feeling this in her hand, just gives her the biggest smile. thank you. And then as we see her running out, kind of like shoving this thing in her mouth, she's just eating so quickly because she's lost a couple of hours already, right? Like the day is well on its way.
I picture that we suddenly see from outside the Rusty Dragon as Natalin has grabbed her cloak or a jacket or something and has the hand pie in her mouth and is sort of pulling on the jacket, running down the stairs.
Yeah.
That is so
Tying up the
classic.
cloak. You bet.
Yeah.
You bet.
Adorable.
Yeah, she has this blue cloak that she doesn't go anywhere without. And that's what she's like trying to tie around her. And then her first mission is to go to she wants to go to the Carpentries Guild.
Okay. This doesn't prevent you from going there, but believe it or not, the Carpentries Guild is one of the few businesses that I didn't really stat out because it's like it's carpentry services. They can build just about anything you need. So
Got him.
Yes.
I wondered
This
if
was a
somebody.
pop quiz
I
for
honestly,
you.
with everything, there's literally only a couple places that I didn't stat out because their services either aren't advertised or literally with the Carpenters Guild, I thought, what's the likelihood they're going to want these guys for anything other than possibly home improvements or building something?
We're gonna build
like
a house.
Building on.
Sandpoint City Sim.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. That's
So yes, I didn't, with all of the businesses I statted out over the last couple weeks, I did not stat out the Carpenters Guild. However, I can tell you that this particular business, where did it go? Is overseen by Aceric Battlehorn, a male dwarf carpenter. And yeah, so you.
It's only like a couple of blocks, I think, from the Rusty Dragon. So she'd be like kind of rushing in there. I think she's probably just finishing up the meat pie at this point, and she bursts in the door. And then she realizes what she's done, and she tries to close it really quiet. And she, kind of, Mr. Battlehorn, sir?
As you enter, you're immediately greeted by the smell of a variety of woods, sawdusts, the sharper tang of varnishes, and wood oils. You actually hear, as you walk in, you see that he has a large piece of unstained furniture. It looks like some kind of a table that he's working on, and he's doing he has a very large wooden hammer and is hammering these the name suddenly escapes me. I want to say something in tenon joints, but this, you can see that there are no nails used in the construction of this table, and he's hammering this in, and as he does so, as you walk in, you see that Aceric Battlehorn is a very stout, muscular dwarf, and he wears his light-colored, almost blonde beard in a very thick braid that has about 6 different silver, brass, bronze, gold, copper beard rings. So it almost has this like it goes into a braid, and then it goes into less braided, but these sort of almost like whatever, where these beard rings are. And as you walk in, he's some dwarven song, and every time he hits with the hammer, it's that. And all of a sudden, as you walk in, he goes, and without turning around, he goes, Why do I smell one of Beth Anna's hand pies? I smell onion. And he turns around and he looks at you, meeting your gaze with a very stern look. He sets his hammer down and he goes, I fucking loathe onions.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Blackhorn, sir. I'm so sorry. I can come back. And she turns to go.
Why would you do that? Not that I'm saying you shouldn't come back, but why would you leave? You just got here.
And you can see she's a little bit lost for words, like, but I offend you, sir.
I said I love onions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said loathe.
Oh, sorry. My mouth gets in the way of my words sometimes.
Oh my god, I love him.
Next time I will bring you one. But and I think at this point, like, she's starting to look around and she's seeing all the work he's done and some of the beautiful things he's got going. And her gaze kind of traveling around the room, and she's kind of forgotten to finish her sentence. Oh, can I hire you to build me a piece of furniture?
Well, here's the thing, dear. You've come to the right place. Don't tell anybody this. But as an hobby, I make things out of wood. And then he waits to see if you get the joke, and then all of a sudden just... I'm just pulling your leg, of course. You've come to the Carpenter's Guild. If you need something made out of wood, I'm the dwarf for the job.
And I think whatever joke he was trying to make land with Natalin just kind of over her head. But she's visibly relieved, like, oh, okay, I'm here at the right spot. I would like a writing desk.
Now, to be clear, are you looking for a desk for you to sit at and be able to write letters and poems or what have you, or are you looking for a desk that's enchanted to do writing for you?
Oh, the first one.
Oh, good. I don't do enchantments. Not a lick of magic in these bones.
And I'd also like a portable version as well, if that's possible.
Well, I can handle the commission for the writing desk. No problem. But to be fair, I can handle the portable one as well. In fact, I have. I sell portable writing desks on consignment at the Sandpoint boutique.
Oh.
Heda Skorvaski has them in stock. I believe she still has 3 of the ones I've made in the last few months.
Well, that's perfect. I'll run by it there next. But the larger one, for my room, you can do that too.
Of course.
I know you're busy and you probably have so many requests.
Here's the thing. I'm a carpenter. Making things out of wood is what keeps me busy. It's my job, literally. So this is not... You're not putting me out by commissioning me to do work out of on a desk. It's literally my job. It's literally why I'm here.
Good. Okay. I'm not really in a rush, but how long would it be?
It depends on how long you want it. 3 feet, 4 feet.
This fucking guy.
This time he doesn't seem to be joking either.
But
And she takes him in literally, right? And she doesn't really give him a full size, but she kind of would say, well, I want about this size and, this tall.
About you.
And she'll give him like the dimensions in just that rough kind of abstract way that she would have to describe it, like without actual sizes. So he's got to have to, translate that to actual feet and inches. But we're talking like probably like 2 feet by like 1.5 feet depth, and then. Like not a terribly big one. She's looking for a small one.
Yeah. I'm getting the idea of what you're looking for. And he'll grab out a piece of parchment and a pencil, and he'll start asking you a few questions about clarifying dimensions. He'll actually come over to you with a folding, it folds in on itself multiple times, ruler, and actually takes some of your measurements for your height and everything to figure it out. And he shows you a couple different grades of wood, and he doesn't ask you what kind of wood you want it made out of, but he watches you as he shows different woods and gauges your impression looking at them. And in the end, he has, within about 20 minutes, he has created a sketch of what manages to look both pretty simple and elaborate or ornate at the same time. And he says, give me 3 days. And we'll call it 60 gold. And you go see Halis at the boutique.
Right now, sir. Right now, sir.
And
thank you, sir.
Hold on, I'm not done speaking. You go see Halis at the Sandpoint boutique. And I'll tell you in a moment what I want you to do. Sorry, I'm trying to find something.
Let me consult my brain.
I've been smelling too much varnish today. Where the heck is it?
It's like I picked a bad day to quit sniffing glue.
All right, you go to the boutique and you tell Halis. You tell her. In fact, give her this. And he does a quick scrawl. It literally looks like he scribbles very quickly on this small piece of parchment, and he hands you a what actually looks like kind of like a signature, but it's done in a very practiced hand that he's basically written his maker's mark on this piece of paper. You tell Halis to give you one of those portable writing desks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
3 days. And then he taps with 2 meaty dwarven fingers on the counter. 60 gold.
Now, sir?
Sorry. 30 now. 30 when it's completed.
Yeah, she will, at that point, she'll just kind of pull out her pouch and give him 30 gold.
Okay.
No questions asked. So.
Go, get your writing desk. Before she sells it out from under you.
Again, she bows like, the entire way out backwards towards the door, and then again we see her as kind of calmly leaves the place, and then as soon as she's outside, the door's closed, she's running towards the Sandpoint boutique.
Before the door even closes behind you, you hear that as he has picked up his hammer and is hammering
Dude's
away.
just living his best life. I love him.
He is. And I will say that oh, never mind. Sorry. I told you to go somewhere and then completely forgot about it. Yeah, you can run into Halis's, to Sandpoint Boutique, which is further away, I believe, than where you were. A little further south in town. The boutique is a place that deals in books, toys, and other things by the sign on their window. Clothing, some weaponry, specialty tools, scrolls for sale, spellcasting services, and a small selection of magical and mystical miscellany. It's, at least in my mind, it's very much the kind of shop that you would expect when the word boutique is attached to it. Just a little bit of a bunch of different stuff. Halis is a human woman that, as you walk in, you could almost be mistaken for thinking that you had walked into a library, for the stern gaze, with half-moon spectacles, with a sort of pearl chain hanging off of them, drooping down, and a high-necked robes as she stands behind the counter and just gazes at you unblinking as you enter her shop.
Yeah, and I think this time Natalin doesn't even notice actually that gaze because she walks in and she's immediately kind of transfixed with all of the things in this place. It's been right across the street from where she's, virtually grown up, but she's never really spent any time in here. So this is kind of like, well, like, a kid in a candy store kind of thing. Like, there's all these things that she could look for and look at. And I think as she's walking towards where Halis would be, she is looking for like writing supplies. I think that she's looking for, some nice, like the inkwell and paper set. But in particular, Natalin was looking for something that would have a little bit more of that Tianxia kind of vibe with it. If there's anything like that in here that would, that she would catch her eye. But then she'll just, as she's walking through looking, so she'll almost absentmindedly hand Halis the note as she's still looking around.
There are quills of a different variety, but there are two quills that stand out. One is a black that is a very deep black that where the light hits it reflects back almost a dark blue, with a very elegant quill and golden nib on the end, and next to it is written in very precise handwriting, enchanted quill, never runs out of ink. Perfect penmanship. 15 gold pieces. There is. Go ahead and roll me a D100 real quick.
Dice? What do you mean dice? Okay.
What? Roll? What do you mean
How
roll?
do I do this dice thing? Sorry. D100. So we're at 39.
I rolled an 80. Unfortunately, you do not see anything with that how do you say it?
Tianxia?
Tianxia. Nothing that has that sort of styling to it. But you do also find, you actually see where there are some specialty tools like calligraphy kits, artisan's tools. You see not 3 but 2 very nicely constructed and stained. They look to be made probably out of like a cherry wood, and the stain brings out this almost reddish tone to the wood, with gold inlays, very thinly appointed around the edges of a couple of portable writing desks. Probably, yay big, by yay wide, by yay deep.
Yeah, fits over the lap. Just
Yeah,
nice
sits
when
on
you're
the
sitting
lap.
there. Yeah.
And you see front and center on the lower portion where when you lift it up and there's place to store paper and quills and ink and stuff inside, you see that same mark inlaid in that thin gold marking of Aesric Battlehorn's Maker's Mark. There are a couple places too where you see that there is a file of everlasting ink, a magical ink pot that never runs out. Those are the things that are sort of the only things that are really coded towards writing instruments and stuff like that, except maybe where'd it go? There's a miniature paint set, which is just a very small watercolor set. Yeah, that's about it for the writing stuff. There's a bunch of other things like puzzles and a couple of books. You see one book sitting on a stand that you don't recognize the artistic rendering on it of where it is, but it's called The Legends of the Great Lakes, collection of local myths and ghost stories.
So
I'm pretty sure I have that book.
Yay!
So I think Natalin would just be like, I'm looking for a writing desk, and sorry, Mr. Blackhorn said to give this to you. She handed the paper, and she's looking while she's like transfixed by these writing desks that she saw, like these little portable ones, and the quill. I think the quill's caught her eye as well. So she kind of is not really looking at Halis when she's doing all this.
So you just stand there sort of holding out this paper, and after a moment of not making any eye contact, you hear,
oh, I'm so sorry. And she'll turn and look at Halis.
As you make eye contact, only then does she reach out and, as minimally as possible, touching this piece of parchment from you, and just sort of plucks it from your hand, and takes a look at it. Aesric has signed his mark. That means writing desk of your choice.
And I think she likes that cherry wood one. She would look at that, and this quill, is this? You've got such beautiful things in here. This quill. May I purchase that too?
If you have the 15 gold required for its purchase, while Aesric may sign away certificates of free items, I do not.
I'm sorry, free? Oh, how much is the writing desk? I'll
By
pay for that too.
By this mark, it costs nothing.
I think, like, Natalin is completely stunned at this because that is not what she was expecting at all. She's like, oh. Oh, well. Oh, I have to thank him so much. And then she will, and this paint set, the watercolor. And meanwhile, she's like pulling out money from her purse, her little pouch, and she'll pull out the 15 and the paint set.
That is another 5 gold pieces. The paint
And Natalin doesn't even haggle. She's like,
Okay.
pulls out another.
The paint set will resize itself to fit in any pocket, no matter how small it is.
Oh.
The quill is enchanted to always provide you with the most perfect penmanship, no matter how horrendous your writing may be.
Oh my
And
God, I
it
love
will
her.
never run out of ink.
Never.
Never. Wouldn't sell it in my shop if it did not do as advertised.
Dude.
I think Natalin is probably at this moment too excited about what she's buying that she is not realizing that she might be potentially offending this woman, because normally Natalin is very, very careful not to do that.
Cause offense, God forbid.
So yeah, so she'll pull out the 20 gold and give it to the woman. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for your business. As long as you
I
have
think,
coin, you are welcome back anytime, but I will keep this. It's good for only one purchase. She holds on to the maker's mark from Aesric.
Yeah, Natalin doesn't question that at all. She's at this part probably trying to juggle having the paint set and the quill and the writing desk and figuring out how to properly
it's
carry it all.
That scene in The Jerk. It's like, I got my writing desk, and that's all I need too.
There's a moment where Halis just watches you fumble, trying to figure out how to carry these things, and then just goes, here. And she reaches forward and shows you how to unclasp the front of the desk, open it up, and place gently the quill and the paint set inside the desk, close it and latch it, and then hands it to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been such an honor. Thank you.
Gotta call in Harry the messenger kid to help you carry shit.
She just
exactly.
she just
Harry?
stares at you.
As I turn and walk away, like just yeah, all happy. And now Natalin's footsteps have a little slowed drastically because she's carrying those things. She's being very careful with it, but she has one more stop that she wanted to do. Well, that she knows of, and that is to go to. I had it here. Sorry, the Verna's Fine Clothing.
Okay. Oops. Verna's Fine Clothing. I knew I should have added numbers to that. Because I'm ending up... Oh, all I gotta do is do that. The spreadsheet, tell me you can sort it. Okay, so you enter into Verna's fine clothing, where you find a almost fragile looking woman, a half-elven woman. Fragile in the sense that she's very slender, delicate of features, very almost alabaster skin, and she is the proprietor of Verna's Fine Clothing, Rinshin Pavali. As you enter the shop, you of course see clothing of all types: small clothes and undergarments, trousers, dresses, robes, shirts, blouses, jackets, vests, shoes, boots, cloaks, coats, and outerwear, hats, accessories,
Sounds
and
like
even
my pitch for redbubble.com.
and even light armors.
And
Get yours today at Verna's Fine Clothing. Maybe I need to make a Verna's Fine Clothing,
Telling you what.
or some of
there
these
you go.
businesses. I need to make t-shirts.
Is she like right there in?
She
Yeah, like
is currently looks like she's kind of moving through some of the areas. I'm just totally picturing like you've walked into like a Abercrombie and Fitch, and she's like folding and refolding some various items or hanging items up. And as you walk in, she seems to almost glide. She definitely walks, but she moves so smoothly that she seems to almost glide over to you. And she gives you a slight bow and says, "Welcome."
Madam Verna. And I think I want to establish that I think that the robes, that these light clothes that Natalin wears, had at one point been made by Verna throughout the history, because
Verna is just the
it's
name of
not
the
a s-
shop.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Madam.
Rinshin Pavali is the
Rinshin.
proprietor here.
Yeah, because I imagine like this style of clothing that Natalin wears is not common in Verisia. So I think she would have had it at some point in the last like 10 years, had it commissioned and made by Rinshin. And so she bows again to Rinshin. She's like, Madam Pavali, I was wondering if you could help me with some requests. I have need of some items. Do you also make magical garments?
Most of the clothing that I deal in is of a more mundane manner when talking about magical enchantments, but I have been known to dabble in the magics just a little bit.
Yeah, I think we go through a roller coaster of emotions on Natalin's face. Like, it falls when she's like most mundane, and then it picks back up when she says, "But I have dabbled." So
Most of what I have in stock is very, well, I have non-metallic light armors. I don't deal in the metal armors. They make too much noise, and the metal is difficult to work with. I don't have Sava's grace or patience. But you mentioned
that is exactly why I come to you.
you mentioned making something. Did you have something
Yes,
custom in mind?
I absolutely love these clothes that you've made for me before, and I was wondering if it would be possible that you could make them such that the sleeves could hold things so that I'm not always burdened with things and I could store stuff in them. Basically, what Natalin's going to try to describe is like the sleeves of storage, which is she would like to turn her clothes into sleeves of storage, if possible.
Cool.
Interesting. Good lord. These are literally like sleeves of holding.
That's bitchin'. That's great.
I thought you were making
they're
something
full.
up, but it's literally here.
Bro, you could just like pull something out of your sleeve. You're like Mary
That's
Poppins,
exactly
but
it.
with
You know,
sleeves.
you know all those like Ouija movies, right? Where they
Yes.
just pull the thing out. There it is. That's exactly what I'm looking
oh my
for.
God.
I got a place.
Badass.
I got some place to put my portable desk here.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's great.
She thinks for a moment, and she's looking at what you're wearing and what she's made for you before, and she says, well, I can do this for you, but I'll have to make you new garments. The enchantments are woven into the very fabric and the threads. It will take me a couple days.
Okay.
It will cost you...
Same palette of colors, the blues and the greens and
120 gold.
And again, Natalin doesn't haggle.
Natalin hasn't balked once at the prices I've been dropping.
No.
It's like, sounds fair. I'm good.
Yeah. She's like very naive into this whole spending stuff.
No.
Yep.
That's adorable. That's great.
For road. And so because she's just dealt with oh god, I forgot his name, Mr. Blackhorn.
Battlehorn.
Battlehorn. She's a little bit more savvy in that. And should I pay some up front for this?
If you have the money, I'll gladly take it from you now, but you don't need to pay until I've completed the enchantments and the sewing the garments.
Okay. And while I'm here, and she will also then describe a couple other items that she would, if possible. She's describing like some of these white gloves that might help her fallen companions. Basically, describing like healer's gloves. And then the other one is boots of the secret blade. She doesn't want to be that party member that's unarmed. So those are the two other things that she would describe to this woman. Of course, matching. She wants the boots to match the clothing that she wears.
Wow, an entire magical ensemble. With the boots.
I think Natalin blushes with that.
With the boots, and the gloves, and the sleeves. That would bring your total to 250 gold pieces. And I'll need a couple more days.
We see Natalin kind of at that hit kind of gulps and hesitates. But then again she says, okay.
You see that Natalin is a gambler. I don't have the money now, but I'm probably gonna have the money in time to pay for this stuff.
Yeah. So, how's my credit in this joint?
So above the table, asking for enchantments like this, as long as the shopkeep is capable of doing these sort of things. I will be making crafting rolls for the NPC to determine if they're actually able to come through for you. It's not a given that just because you've asked for these that they're gonna 100% be able to do it. So just keep that in mind for anybody. Sounds like Natalin's all out of gold.
Yeah, I mean, if she wants a deposit, Natalin's quite willing to drop a deposit.
She did tell
at this
you
point,
you don't
but
have to pay a deposit right now, as long as you pay up when you
come back.
come to collect. In 3 days is what it'll take now.
Okay.
All right.
Natalin's actually got a big smile on her face when she leaves. No, you know, so she's like, in fact, her shopping trip has been way more successful than she thought it would be, and so we see her go back. Like it's not even very far because it's just right behind the Rusty Dragon, and she just kind of goes back. She puts her the portable desk in her room, kind of on her bed. She's grinning like a mad woman when she comes back out to help with Anna. She's probably even whistling on, to herself a little bit.
I think Bethana's busy enough, but she definitely smiles to herself seeing you filled with energy and vigor again. As
Beautiful.
I would like us briefly, but fear not, to see what Velynia is.
Oh yeah.
What Velynia, where are you going? What are you doing?
I will, I guess, so in the afternoon, I would probably hit up the, Bottled Solutions, which is run by, Nisk Tander.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanna hit up that place, and I just kind of want some healing potions. Looking for some healing potions. This is after I work the docks, Baron. Don't worry. I put in my day.
So yeah, you find that Nisk Tander is sort of a half elven man. He's sort of like a tall, almost gangly. He looks like a teenager that grew too fast, but he's in a middle-aged man's body. And he's of the kind of height that he constantly slightly crouches because he doesn't want to intimidate people by his height.
Geez.
And he wears a essentially what looks like a rubber apron.
Shut up, Baron.
He wears a rubber apron.
Shut up with your face.
That is clearly has holes in places where it looks like it's melted. He's wearing thick rubber gloves, and he has some kind of goggles over his eyes as he is holding up one flask and pouring very carefully something from another flask into it. And as you enter the shop, he looks up and he looks at you. You just see reflected, magnified in these lenses, massive eyes. And he goes, "Oh, a customer!" And as he does so, in his excitement, he jostles the thing, and it goes, instead of carefully going drip, 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 it goes whoosh inside, and he goes, "Oh no!"
Does it? I kind of stand back, like recognizing,
and it just goes, bubbles up to the top. And then slowly settles down, and this brilliant green fluid just suddenly goes, turns a very gross looking brown color, and all of the bubbles pop and just go.
Terribly sorry.
He very quickly pours it into a bottle, puts a cork on it, writes something down, and slaps a sticker on it. And you see as he walks over to a section where there are just a mishmash of potion bottles, and you see that he puts it in a bin that just says discounted potions and experimental mixes.
That's badass.
As
Fucking
he takes off his
mismatched
gloves and takes off his apron and says, well, so, what brings you to Bottle Solutions today? What can I get for you?
Well, I hear that if one needs potions in Sandpoint, that you are the man to come to.
Well, you have heard correctly, as you can tell from all the bottles and solutions. Yes. That's what I meant to say. Are you looking for a certain potion in particular, or just potions in general?
I was planning on shopping around, but I did have my sight set on a healing potion of some sort. If that's something you have.
Healing potions, you say? And he starts looking. He just suddenly kind of leans one elbow on top of one of the shelves. Healing potions. As he does so, the shelf kind of wobbles a little bit, and you just hear a bunch of glass jingling. And on the back side of the shelf, you hear.
Oh.
Hey, clean up on aisle 1. It's just a little joke.
I fucking love him. He's
Don't worry,
adorable.
I will take care of that. Healing potions.
Yes.
Yes. I do have some of those. I've got some of the lesser healing potions, and yes. I do have 2. That's right. I had that incident yesterday. I only have 2 of the 2 of the minors, and I have half a dozen of the lesser.
Ah, indeed.
The minors. Sorry. Half a dozen minors. Half a dozen minor healing potions. I don't have minors here.
No.
But
half a dozen minor healing potions.
and 2 lessers.
And 2 lessers. All right. Well, because I'm a dumbass, minor is better than lesser, or lesser is better
No, the
than
minors are the smallest one, level 1.
Okay.
The lesser, so the minors do 1d8. The lessers do 2d8 plus 5.
Okay.
The minors are 4 gold apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Lessers are 12 gold apiece.
Interesting. So if I were to buy out, you said you had how many lessers?
I have 2 lessers and 6 minors.
Yes, 2
Potions.
lessers. Well, you don't suppose you could offer me a package deal, do you? And Velynia, is definitely, batting the eyelashes a little bit. Like, if I bought out both of your lessers, you don't suppose you could let them go for 20 gold, do you?
Well, that is a couple gold less than what they would be total together.
I would certainly be a return customer.
Oh, well, is it hot in here? It's feeling a bit warm. Go ahead and make an impression.
Amazing. This is diplomacy, right? Diplomacy,
Yes.
make an impression?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Ah, Jesus. Give me that domain die. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit. Here we go. I gotta do a little better than that. Okay, here we go. That is a 23. It was really, real bad before, y'all.
Well, since you are buying 2 of these, it would normally be 24. Yeah, I could give them to you for 20 gold.
20 gold. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I don't suppose you have anything in here that would, I don't know, keep me from getting hurt in the first place. Any kind of defensive anything that I could chug a lug before getting into a fight?
Well, I've got, I have a lesser invisibility draft that I was working on. It grants you invisibility with the possibility of a slight side effect, but it's only 10 gold.
Only 10 gold.
I have.
What's the side effect?
It turned your skin translucent for a little bit.
Isn't that the point?
Well, no, you see, you will turn invisible when you drink this potion, but after you return to visibility,
I'll just look like a pile of guts walking around.
Well, I mean, muscle tissue mostly, and tendons. You wear long sleeves. People wouldn't hardly notice it. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you for 8 gold pieces.
I will take it for 5, and I will diligently take notes on how it appears on me, and I will give them to you for research purposes.
Oh, now this I like. If you're going to do that, stone flesh tonic here. It can give you resistance to physical damage, but
that's more what I was thinking.
Has an unknown side effect.
What's unknown? Unknown to you, or
well, I couldn't quite bring myself to drink it. It is a horrific orange color with bubbles in it.
Well,
and he holds up a bottle that looks like it's got orange crush in it.
Stone flesh part of it, I assume, makes you tough in battle.
Yeah, if you drink it before a battle, you will be resistant to physical damage for a time.
How much is that?
I mean, well, if we're going to be working out some sort of field research exchange here, I'll give you the invisibility draft and the stone flesh tonic for 9 gold pieces for the pet. It would normally be 17 gold pieces. Giving it to you for slightly more than half off.
6 gold, and I will take very good notes. I have excellent penmanship.
You have a deal.
Very well. And I pay the man. So I 26 all together, and I take these 4 little bottles, and I'm like, thank you very much for your business. I will certainly be back.
Well, if you're ever looking for other things, not from the discounts, but actual things like Alchemist Fire, Acid Flask, Bottled Lightning, Elixirs of Life, those sorts of things, this is the place to go. But remember, you take these potions, and I would like detailed field notes, and be sure to include how you feel, how many teeth or how much hair you may lose. And I want to say this with as much discretion as possible, but please keep an eye out for teeth reappearing in other places, as well as I'm talking hair loss. You get the picture. Detailed field notes.
And Velynia leans back on the counter. She has all this stuff bundled in one arm, and she leans back on the counter and she's like, "Don't worry, I will be very detailed." And Velynia walks out of the shop, and I think at this point, as soon as she gets out, she kind of rolls her eyes and looks again at this orange thing. And it's just and then just puts it in her bag and just kind of and I imagine we do not need to roleplay at this time because it's getting a little bit late, but she does swing by the general store to pick up one thing, and I will let you price it later. But she does want to make it back to
Well, it depends on what it is that you're picking up. We don't have to roleplay it out.
I want to get some liquor.
What kind of liquor are you looking for? Give me a general liquor: whiskey, vermouth, liqueur,
gin.
port, spirits.
Gin.
I can get you a sapphire mist gin, which is crystal clear gin with subtle floral aroma for 4 gold a bottle.
My God, yes, that sounds delightful. I'll take that.
Okay, so you have sapphire mist gin.
I want to get back to Vashti's place because I do want to touch base with Sava quick.
Yeah.
And apparently she is. I think we did establish that she's also staying.
So this is sort of a
Jesus
Vashti's is a a hostel. Most all of the accommodations are either space on the floor. There's sections where it's just bedrolls on the floor. You are appointed a bed. Elsewhere in the building is where Shada had also paid for, or rather had not paid for a bed, but had paid for floor space. One, because it's cheaper, and two, because she said she's still used to sleeping on the floor.
That is so fucking sad. So I would go to where I would just kind of like, I probably don't know exactly, but I would just kind of start looking around because we haven't crossed paths like
There's
here
there's
yet.
one specific area where the floor space is, if you will, sort of off, just sort of at the end, opposite end of where your bunk is. There's probably a dozen bunks arranged in this area, and then at the end of that is some space, maybe like an 8 foot by 8 foot space at the end of this area that a handful of people have rented the space there. And that's where Shada usually is. And
So
as you sort of walking through, it's pretty common that not a lot of people are here during the day. Every once in a while you might find somebody who is sleeping it off in one of the bunks, but typically people are out working the docks or doing other jobs around town, or in Shada's case, getting up to shadowy stuff.
Shadowy stuff like you do.
And when you get to the end, you find that Shada's bedroll is actually rolled out, and she is lying on her back in just kind of like with her hands like this, and she has her hood pulled so it's covering her eyes, and she has her head on her pack.
And it crosses Velynia's mind. She has like an intrusive thought to like startle her, like to kind of be a bitch. And yeah, Velynia, it does strike her how this kid is comfortable, presumably sleeping in an open area like this, and how kind of dangerous that is. And how that is like a big no-no, like in the teachings, like that is a very terrible idea, and that's a good way to get killed in your sleep. So a lot of like mean pranks go through Velynia's head, but she kind of like just like smiles and like nudges Shada like with her toe, like nudges her awake.
You sort of kick her foot. No response.
Shada. Psst, hey, wake up.
She doesn't move.
Gods. And Velynia like kneels down on one knee and like takes her by the shoulder and like shakes her.
As you shake
Kid,
her,
wake up.
As you shake her, the hood sort of slips a little bit, and you see she's lying there, eyes wide open, unmoving.
No.
And that's where we're gonna
Go.
end. We're gonna end
Go
tonight.
Fuck yourself. No. This was a gift. I bought the fucking gin. I don't even fucking like gin. God, this is nope. That makes me so pissed. Oh, Velynia's about to turn into old Velynia. That's not good. This is terrible. Oh, that's a problem. This is oh shit. Well,
We'll pick up from this moment next week.
oh Christ on a trike. That's bad. That's bad.
I think just because of the novelty of coming into new shops, we ran a bit long today with everybody else, but I was kind of glad
until 11:30.
I was kind of glad that yours went last, so that it was the perfect cliffhanger.
That's the problem.
But yeah,
I'm sure
I think
she's fine. I mean, she's probably fine, right?
Yeah, she's fine.
I think I'll leave it to all of our discretion. Not every interaction in every store will have to be fully role played out. I want you guys to get a sense of who these shopkeeps are, who's
I love them
friendly,
all. They're
who's
so
who's
fun.
not, what kind of things they have, what kind of personalities they have. But unless you have specific business to like for example, Natalin wanting to commission things, there's nothing wrong with hand waving some of these interactions.
I gotta give Jake a hand for all the different characters tonight. Jake whipped out like 8 NPCs, y'all, and they were all unique in their own ways. Well done.
Some of them I didn't know who they were until they started talking. Apparently, Halis is a bit like a femme Professor Snape,
Fun. Love it.
which was
Love it.
unintentional. But all right, I'll make this quick since we ran a little long. Thank you everybody who tuned in tonight. Shout out to Cari for that 57 months of subscribing. Thank you for that. Thank you everybody hanging out in the chat. Always love seeing that. If you're somebody that likes to lurk quietly, or maybe you're watching on the VOD later, know that we appreciate you and hope that you enjoy our presentations as much as we enjoy playing these games. And of course, a huge shout out to all of these incredible players who, it's not often that you find players and a DM who are all on board with shopping episodes. And I enjoy these as a good break between the action of the pit and the intrigue of the town. And look, you guys are looking for realtors and starting businesses and commissioning items and finding.
I for real thought Baron was joking. I'm so glad you weren't. That's amazing.
So thank you as always to all of you. Thank you, Vi, Kaeryn, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron, without whom this would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want. MTD Detective Agency.